Al Kulali, step up to the mic. There's an interpreter. Huh? Oh, I know. Got you. Okay. Okay, I have to adjourn it. Okay, come on. Ready? What's it? Okay, come on. Case number 23-2967. The people of the state of Michigan versus Muhammad Al Kuhali. He's scheduled today, Your Honor, to be arraigned on the information. I need to order a Arabic interpreter. So we need to reschedule. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Where's my prosecutor?
I'm right here, Judge.
Okay, the plaintiff always appears first.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kristen Cartwright on behalf of the people, P82411.
Good morning, ATA Cartwright. Good morning, Judge Thomas. Good morning, staff. Nicole Sadi, P74238. I am here on behalf of Mr. Al Kulali, who's present and standing to my left.
Can you get him to state his name for the record?
Can you say your name?
Muhammad Al-Qadri.
Thank you. All right, he's here for an arraignment next court date, so we can get an interpreter.
Yes.
And Madam Prosecutor, is there an offer?
No, Judge, there is not an offer at this time.
Your next court date will be July 27th, 9 a.m.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Robert Gibbons. Case number 23-3114. People of the state of Michigan versus Robert Gibbons. Scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Prosecutor. Your Honor, this is Terry Anderson appearing on behalf of the people. It seems this is a domestic violence case. There's no one from that unit, so I'll stand in.
Thank you.
Governor Paul Stevens, appearing on behalf of defendant Robert Gibbons, P number 34075. He stands next to me to my left. We will waive reading the
I have
information.
him identify himself for the record.
Robert Gibbons.
Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel.
Your Honor, I've not had an opportunity to discuss with the Special Victims Unit the matter, and I would ask for a docket conference to give me time to assemble some materials and get that to them so they can make more informed decisions going forward.
Are you waiving formal reading of the information, standing your client mute?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Are there any offers, Mr. Anderson?
Not this time, Your Honor. It's a different unit. I'm unable to express one right now.
All right, what's the primary charge?
Primary charge is base assault and felony firearm, Your Honor. And I'd like to present some information to the Special Victims Unit so they can make a more informed decision about how to proceed with this case.
I don't know if you're trying to do a gun letter, that's fine. But then if it's a domestic violence case, negotiations would have to be done with prosecutors from the domestic violence unit who are almost impossible to reach. Now, Mr. Anderson, do you have the list of the 4 people he should try to get in touch with?
Judge, I know Kelly Gleason is the chief of that division. I don't have her number right now. Kelly Gleason or Susan.
Real.
Trish Gerard, one of those two. Susie
Will, try to Will, and there was one more. Okay.
Mr. Makepeace, I believe, is in the unit. Supervisor.
Counsel, you will have to make a nuisance of yourself. You will have to email all of them repeatedly.
Your Honor, you know me well, and I can make myself a nuisance when I have to.
Hey, it's gonna be the squeaky wheel that gets the oil from out of the domestic violence unit. Okay?
Mr.
And then
Mr. Wilson?
submit your gun board letter.
Right.
Now I'm gonna give them a docket conference at this point.
Yes, ma'am. Your next court date will be in August. August 21.
That's a good
9
date, Your Honor.
o'clock. Thank you. Have a good one.
Very well. You take care, Your Honor.
You too. Good seeing you again.
Yes, indeed.
Danielle Delia.
Ready, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Madam Clerk, what was that name again?
Deleon, D-E-L-E-O-N.
Okay,
Diversion.
diversion.
Okay.
Yes.
Case number 23-2178. The people of the state of Michigan versus Danielle is scheduled today for docket conference. Your Honor, we have an interpreter in the courtroom. May I swear her in?
Please.
State your name for the record.
My name is Candace Corley Calderon, qualified court interpreter for Spanish.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to translate Spanish to English, English to Spanish between the court counsel and defense in the matter pending before the court?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Joseph Arabo on behalf of Danielle De Leon Pena. We are both present today over Zoom. No objection to having
Counsel,
this hearing
all I
held in
want
this
is
manner.
an appearance on behalf of the people. Mr. Anderson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Terry Anderson, appearing on behalf of the people.
Thank you. Counsel, have your client state his name for the record.
Mr. De Leon Pena. Sorry.
Mr. Reagan, are you done with your client in the breakout room?
No, we don't need a breakout room. Mr. Pena, would you please state your name for the record for us?
Daniel Antonio de León Peña.
Thank you. I don't hear the interpreter saying anything.
You gotta repeat everything you're saying.
Yes, I had just, okay.
Okay.
Daniel Antonio de León.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a calendar conference. We do
Counsel,
have a
break your
diversion.
sentences into short sections, otherwise the interpreter will not be able to have time to interpret.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a calendar conference.
Su señorío, hoy es la fecha y tiempo puesto por esta audiencia de calendario conferencia.
We have received diversion from Mr. Heafy that we'd like to place on the record.
Hemos recibido la diversión del señor a poner unas actas.
In preparation for this diversion, we have gone over all of Mr. Pena's rights.
En preparación por esta diversión hemos revisado todos los derechos.
Consulted with Immigration Counsel to make sure there will be no issues.
Consultábamos con los abogados de inmigración, estar seguro que no fuera ningún problema.
Mr. Pena understands everything that is happening.
Sí,
El señor León sí entiende todo lo que está pasando.
sí.
And we would like to proceed.
Wait a minute. The man said yes. Somebody's got to put that on the record.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Has your client, I guess I would say, how will your client communicate with Mr. Heafy?
¿Y cómo su cliente va a comunicar?
his girlfriend has been very helpful in translating and being an instrumental part in his understanding.
La novia de él fue una gran ayuda por el entender de él.
Have you provided your client with Mr. Heafy's email address?
¿Has dado a su cliente el email address de señor Healy?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Sí, su señoría.
I will sign the order placing him in the diversion program.
Voy a firmar el orden a poner él en el programa de diversión.
Benefits of being in the program, sir,
Beneficios de estar en el programa son
is that if you successfully complete the program,
si cumples el programa exitosamente,
this case will be dismissed,
este caso va a estar sobreseado
fingerprint and arrest cards will be destroyed.
y los huellas va a estar destruido.
Contact Mr. Heafy tomorrow
Por favor, contacte al señor Giffy mañana
by email,
por email.
your return date for court,
Su fecha a regresar del corte
June 21,
va a estar el 21 de junio
2024,
2024
9 o'clock,
a las 9 de la mañana,
when we will determine
cuando vamos a determinar
whether you have complied with all the conditions of the program.
si cumpliste todas las condiciones del programa.
That concludes this matter.
Este se levanta la sesión.
Thank you so much, everybody. Rest of your
Have a good day. Your client can get to leave Zoom if he wants to. Somebody tell him that. Madam Interpreter.
Se levanta
Inform
la
him.
sesión. Puede salir del Zoom ya.
Gerson Kiki. Case number 23-1898. People of the state of Michigan versus Gerson Kiki, scheduled today for Dr. Conklin. Kiki. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Terry Anderson, appearing on behalf of the people.
Morning, Honor. For the record, Melissa Vinek, appearing on behalf of Gerson Nkike. Mr. Nkike, will you please unmute? Mr. Nkike, please unmute. Thank you.
Yeah, I got him.
Please
State your name for the record.
Gerson Ikike.
Thank you. What are you doing, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. I have been in speaking with the prosecuting attorney, Mr. Casey. At this time, Your Honor, I do believe that we are close to a resolution. And what we are asking for is to come back one more time.
What's the primary charge?
The primary charge for Mr. Nkike is, just bear with me 1 minute. It is receiving and concealing stolen property of a motor vehicle.
I'm gonna give you one last docket conference.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's the return date, Emma?
Your next date will be August 21.
9 o'clock, August 21, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, is it possible to do it the 28th? The
Ms.
21st, I have to be in a few other courts on the 21st. It might be a little difficult.
August 28th. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank you.
9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Michael Mike Taylor, case number 23-3094. The people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Mott Naylor, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Terry Anderson for the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Bates, appearing on behalf of Michael Mott Naylor, who is present by Zoom.
Sir, state your name for the record.
Michael Mott Naylor.
Thank you. As to the arraignment, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. We waive formal reading of the information and stand mute to the charges.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Are there any offers, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm looking it up right now. Looks like Mr. Casey offered, I'm pulling it up. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble pulling it up, Judge. Just one moment,
I
please.
put it on the record for you, Mr. Anderson. I have it.
If you will.
Okay. Your Honor, the offer I received from Mr. Casey is attempted receiving and concealing stolen property, which is 2.5 years statutory maximum, probation for 2 years, restitution to be determined, terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees as set by the court.
I pulled it up. Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Thank you. Are you requesting a docket conference in this matter? What are you doing?
Your Honor, we're requesting a blind draw in this matter, and I would ask that the offer remain open to the calendar conference.
And the primary charge is receiving and concealing stolen property. Is it a motor vehicle?
Yes, motor vehicle.
Are you filing motions?
No motions. This is a case where we might just have to go straight to trial.
Give her a calendar conference, this docket.
Yes, ma'am. Your calendar conference will be one moment. August 30th.
August 30th, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Christopher Thompson.
Ready, Your Honor.
Emma,
Yes, ma'am.
before you call it, did Bates verify whether that lady reported to the jail yesterday?
She was there, Judge, before 4 o'clock.
Excellent. Thank you.
Well, case number 23-2563. The people of the state of Michigan versus Christopher Thompson, scheduled today for a calendar conference. Appearances, please.
Is that Mr.
Your
Anderson?
Honor, Terry Anderson appearing on behalf of the people for the domestic violence unit again.
And good morning, Aaron James Mikowski, P62115, appearing on behalf of Christopher Thompson. Sir, can you state your name for the record?
Christopher Thompson.
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Hamilton. We're asking for an adjournment. I did supply the handbook for the mental health treatment court to my client. We're going to be exchanging information. We're not sure if he's going to qualify yet, but Mr. Heath is going to be involved in this and we're going to investigate this.
Well, just to make sure it doesn't go off the rail. If it's got a calendar conference, primary charge, Mr. Anderson?
Judge, just one, the primary charge is
There's 2 counts of resisting
resisting and obstructing.
I'm sorry, you're talking over.
Resisting and obstructing the police officer. Looks like there's 3 counts of R&O and 1 count of domestic violence, Judge.
Okay, and the receiving and concealing, is that a motor vehicle? Resisting and obstructing, I'm sorry.
This is
Mr. Anderson, 3 counts of resisting and obstructing?
That's what I have, Judge, yes.
All right. Did anyone, counsel, give you an indication of how much more time they need?
They said 3 or 4 weeks.
Give them a final conference date, Em.
Yes, ma'am. August 8th, Your Honor.
August 8th.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry.
I know.
How much time more time you need, sir?
Don't let me leave the building today, Emma, before we get that straight.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I'm supposed to start a homicide trial that day in Judge Giovanni's court that will probably go at least a week.
August 24th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
August 24th.
I would like to address the bond.
I'm listening.
Your Honor, my client currently has a house arrest tether and a no contact order complaining witness, which is his wife. His wife is present in the courtroom today. They do have minor children in common, and a divorce proceeding has been initiated. And it is Mrs. Thompson's wish to have the no contact order lifted as with regard to the children, so you can have a relationship with the children. Can you step forward, ma'am? You say
Mr. Anderson, are you?
Thompson.
All right, please state your name for the record.
Susan Thompson.
Did you bring any identification with you today?
I did.
Show it to the deputy.
That's correct, Judge.
Thank you. Now, what is your request, Miss?
The bond, there's a no contact order between my husband and my children. I don't think it's healthy for my children to be away from their dad the way they are.
Who do you want him to contact in order to make arrangements to be with the children?
You mean like a third party?
Or yourself, but I gotta hear it from you.
Or Chris's mother.
Okay, so what would that name be?
Her name is Ricarda Thompson.
Okay, and she will communicate with you in order to arrange for visitation. Is that correct?
Yes, it's Ricarda.
So ordered.
And Your Honor, just so the court is aware, my client has been actively participating in counseling through the Detroit Recovery Project, and he presented me a letter today with reviews. He's doing very well in the project, in the counseling. So I just wanted to bring the court's attention to that.
That's an excellent thing to do because I like the Detroit Recovery Project. That's where I send most of my people. So have him stick with the program.
Yes, Your Honor. Always
All
a pleasure.
Ms. Emma will give you a copy of the modified order. It may not go into the system till tomorrow, but she will give you a copy before you leave.
Thank you, Your Honor. August 24th. Thank you.
August 24th, 9 o'clock.
Just have a seat. Let's get in now. Next case is. So what I have left, I'm just checking with the attorneys, is pleas and sentences, correct? Anybody else have a, straight up, docket conference or blind draw before I start?
I have an arraignment.
What is the last name of the defendant?
Creighton.
You ready?
Yes.
Case number 23-3109, people of the state of Michigan versus Viola Creighton, scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Services by Ken Riggins, P82125 on behalf of Ms. Viola Creighton. Your Honor, I ask that we waive my client's presence for the arraignment.
All right, just a moment. I have a prosecutor in the courtroom.
Yes, Judge.
It would be best if you come up so that you're on camera. I don't have a court reporter. So whatever's on Zoom is our record. All right, thank you. When's the last time you talked to your client, sir?
Last week, Your Honor.
So why isn't he here today, or she?
Yeah, I have no idea. You know, I've tried to make a couple of calls. I have been in regular contact with her. I can tell you, I can't tell you why she's not here today.
Any objection to the waiver from the people?
The people do have some concerns, Judge, but I trust that Mr. Riggins has been in contact with her.
I've been in regular contact, and I will make sure that I'm in contact with her after this hearing today.
Court will allow. As to the arraignment.
Your Honor, we stand mute, waive reading of the information, ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. Are there any offers, Madam Prosecutor?
No, Judge, not this time.
What's the primary charge?
Involuntary manslaughter.
General blind draw, M.
Yes, ma'am. You've been blind drawn to the Honorable Judge Charis Anderson. Your calendar conference date will be July 21, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day.
Next case is Willie Burgess. He's in the back. Oh, bring him from the back. Well, I call Marco Hodge. Burgess? I got yours. Hold on. Okay, gotcha. DeMarco Hodge, are the parties here? You coming straight up? Okay, well,
We are
bring
here.
up. Well, you better speak fast. Case number 23-858, people of the state of Michigan versus DeMarco Hodge. Your Honor, you should be in possession of a plea form.
I have appearances.
Good morning, Honor. Terry Anderson for the people.
And Dennis Whitey, P79560 on behalf of DeMarco Hodge. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Where's your client?
He should be on Zoom. I'm looking.
DeMarco Hodge, state your name. You want to go look for him, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I apologize.
We'll call it again later.
Thank you, Judge.
Step up, Mr. Burgos.
Mr. Reefer?
Yes, ma'am.
The,
You want me to go back?
thank you. Hold on now.
Yes, ma'am. Just have to see, oh, for a second. Is that as well?
All right, Em, I'm ready.
Case number 23-2724. The people of the state of Michigan versus Willie Burgos. Scheduled today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Terry Anderson for the people.
And may it please this honorable court, Don Tucker Davis representing Mr. Willie Don Burgos, who stands to my right. Can you state your name, please?
Counsel, did you have an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with your client?
Yes, I have, Your Honor, and I'm prepared to proceed.
But keep your voice up.
Your Honor, we find the sentence guidelines to be scored correctly at 0 to 9. With the report, there is one correction to make, and that would be on page 6. Mr. Burgos's mother's name is in the middle of the page on the family. It's spelled Eoles rather than what's in the report. And that's important because the address that's listed there as his mother's address on Virgil Street in Detroit will be the address that he will be residing at. He would also like to address on the cover page, I believe Mr. Casey and I had stipulated to allow contact with the witness in this case, not the complainant. And Mr. Burgos does not intend to, but he's concerned that if he runs into the witness, which is his ex-girlfriend, that he does not want to be violated. So we would ask the court to still make that so.
Why should he be running into her? Do they live close by?
If he goes to his father's house, it's in the same city. He just wants to.
Pardon me?
If he goes to his father's house, it's in the same city.
Would that be Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor. And it wasn't really him. The purpose of the stipulation was because the witness kept trying to contact him. It was not the other way around. And he wants to make sure that he won't be violated if she contacts him.
Well, if he sees her, he should run in the opposite direction.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if she calls him, don't answer. I still have some concerns. Anything else?
Yes, there's one great concern to him that he was recently in the hospital, in the treatment program for mental health issues. He's allergic to Halidon. And when he was released, he was told to use medical marijuana. He's aware of that if he's prescribed it.
He'll have to have a medical documentation to indicate that he's allergic to any and other medication. And that's the only alternative. And he'll have to present that to the probation officer.
And other credit in this matter, thank you. Your Honor, there is one more thing. Mr. Burgos is currently unemployed. He's been dealing with his mental health treatment. He's applying for SSD benefits. We would ask the court to consider that in imposing any court costs.
Okay. Now, is the client's mother in the courtroom?
No, Your Honor.
I got no verification that that's where he's gonna go. The pre-sentence report clearly states that the mother did not respond to any contact efforts by the probation department, and that your client has been homeless for the majority of 2023. Why wasn't he at mom's place to begin with?
They were a couple at the time, the witness and.
My ex-wife lives there. He lived there.
Yes, he was living with his now ex-girlfriend, and his ex-wife lives with his mother.
It sounds like to me he was sofa surfing, also known as couch hopping.
He said he does.
I believe when I read the report, he was not currently living with the ex-girlfriend.
There was a disagreement about that, Your Honor.
Well, if she's disagreeing and it's her house, it makes him homeless again for me. People wish to be heard.
Your Honor, we would ask that you would adopt a sentencing agreement. We would have no objection to 58 days jail credit, and we move this time to dismiss count 2.
Don't move for anything until we get finished with what we got to do. Hold on.
Then I retract my previous statement.
Okay. I'm a very organized thought process person. That way I don't forget anything because I got a routine. I do it the same way every time.
Understood, Judge.
All right. Your client wish to be heard, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. If you were able to call the number indicated with my mother again, she did actually talk to, I forget the gentleman's name that I talked to recently, so he gives a better background for you. My mother did state that she had talked to him. I don't understand why that she didn't, but if you call the number indicated there in the file, she will be able to get him within contact with you.
But sir, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you in an inpatient treatment program. And when you leave there, the social worker from the inpatient treatment program will have any opportunity to contact your mother to see whether or not just where you're going when you get out the inpatient treatment program. Understood?
Inpatient, you sending me to a hospital?
I'm sending you to a inpatient treatment program for substance abuse issues, sir.
Okay.
For 90 to 120 days. You will be going to Share Macomb inpatient treatment program. They will pick you up from the jail and carry you to that program.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put you on probation in agreement with the terms of the agreement, 3 years term of probation, restitution to be determined and verified. You are to have no contact with the victim or the witness, either one.
Yes, Your Honor.
Must have a mental health evaluation, comply with any and all recommended treatment. No controlled substance, urinalysis on demand, inpatient, outpatient treatment at the discretion of the probation officer. Must complete an anger management program. $58 days jail credit, $60 DNA fee, $68 state cost, $130 crime victim fee, $1,000 in court costs, $400 in attorney's fees. The court will take 150 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization in lieu of court costs and attorney's fees. Are we dismissing any counts?
Yes, Your Honor. People move to dismiss count 2.
So ordered. Sir, if you want this case reviewed by a higher court and you want this court to appoint you an attorney to assist you with any rights you may have therewith, make your request for an attorney in writing, return it to this court within 42 days of today's date. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Just have him have a seat for a second. I'll show you. No, he doesn't have a seat.
Mr. Anderson, I think Mr. Casey is back. I know you've been having such a wonderful time.
It is. I have, Judge, but you know, good to see Mr. Casey, though.
Hey,
The man
thank
got to
you.
do what a man got to do, and you out of here.
Yes, Judge.
Thanks for
Have
the
a
help. I
great day, you
appreciate
and your
it.
staff.
Have a good day, sir.
Okay, take care, Judge.
Thanks again.
Okay, so
Your Honor,
Yes.
this is just for some. You are in possession of a plea form on Cortland Cross.
True.
Mr. Casey,
Yes.
do you have, I don't know if you have it though.
Cross. Fully executed plea form.
Let me
Yes.
see.
I'm sorry, if it was signed in a courtroom, I can send Mr. Casey a copy of it.
Here, right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
this is a bring back from yesterday.
I got you. Okay.
Okay. Your Honor, Mr. Cross was capious from yesterday.
Okay.
Case number 23-3070, the people of the state of Michigan versus Cortland Cross. He's here today to be arraigned on the failure to appear. He failed to appear at his arraignment on July 10th, 2023. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162, appearing on behalf of people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Excuse me, Whitney Lemelin, P58914, on behalf of Cortland Cross, who's standing in front of me to my right. Mr. Cross, please state your name for the record.
Cortland Cross.
Thank you, Judge. At this time, Your Honor, I motion to withdraw, to recall the bench warrant.
So ordered. Reinstated by. He was
you, Your Honor.
confused as to what day he was supposed to be here.
I think so, Your Honor. I think it's a matter of negotiating, finding a rides and negotiating public transport. I mean, he tried, and he called me immediately after yesterday, and he's here this morning, Your Honor.
All right, sir, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth? Okay, pretend you at one end of the basketball court and I'm at the other end of the basketball court, and you trying to pass me that ball and you want to make sure I know it's coming my way. Say what?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. And it's gonna be yes, judge, ma'am, or your honor. You can pick one. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. It's my understanding that you're going to plead guilty to one count of resisting, assaulting, obstructing a police officer, knowing that the maximum penalty is possible penalty is 2 years in prison. Is that what you intend to do, sir?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I apologize for interrupting. I know that you like to do things
purposefully and in order, but my client has yet to be arraigned. So with regard to the arraignment, my client waives the formal reading of the information contained in the complaint, and we ask that a not guilty plea be entered. Now we can talk.
Contained in the information?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, as contained in the information, I don't arraign on complaints. I do information.
I'm sorry. I apologize. The
No, that's all
information-
right. We're gonna stumble our way through this till we get it right.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. We waive the formal reading of the information. He knows what he's being charged with. We ask a not guilty plea be entered.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information. See, when they come on time, we don't have these problems. All
I
right.
know.
Sir, you remain under oath, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there's a sentence agreement between your attorney and the prosecutor whereby you get a 3-year term of probation. You're to have no contact with the address 15349 West McNichols, Detroit, Michigan, also known as the Taste Buds Restaurant, or its employees, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You have to have a substance abuse screening, testing, and treatment as directed, including inpatient if directed, until medically discharged. You must have a mental health evaluation following any recommended treatment. You must complete a cognitive behavioral therapy program or anger management as directed. The court will set other terms, costs, fines, and fees. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, the prosecutor has also agreed that at the time of sentencing, they will dismiss count 2, now pending against you, as well as withdraw the habitual enhancement notice. Sir, do you understand all the terms of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And with that understanding, you're prepared to enter a plea of guilty at this time, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you are entitled to a trial in this matter by judge or by jury, and by pleading guilty, there will be no trial of any kind, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you have a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're giving up that right, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
If you had a trial, sir, your attorney would be able to cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. If you had witnesses you wanted brought to court, the court would assist you in bringing your witnesses forward. Also at a trial, you could testify if you wanted to. If you did not wish to testify, you could remain silent, and your silence could not be held against you. And you're giving up all 3 of those rights, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
There is no automatic right of appeal, sir. If you change your mind and at some later date, you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you have to get leave or permission of the court in order to have it reviewed. Reviewable issues are limited to all matters and proceedings up to and including sentencing only. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, has anybody threatened you to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
And has anybody promised you anything other than what I've said to you today, sir, to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
And are you acting of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
All right, I have a signature on the bottom of this form. Did you sign your name to this settlement agreement form, understanding its terms and the conditions and agreeing to comply?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Casey, did you wish to volunteer?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you very much. Sir, this is Assistant Prosecutor John Casey speaking. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you either can't hear me or if the question doesn't make sense, will you let me know, sir?
All right.
Thank you. Mr. Cross, I want to direct your attention back to May the 27th of this year, 2023, about 6:20, 6:30 or so in the late afternoon, early evening. On that date, at about that time, were you at an address on West McNichols Road in the city of Detroit, Wayne County, Taste Buds Restaurant inside the liquor store there?
Yes,
And was there some kind of argument between yourself and the employees there?
yes,
And were the police officers called up to the location?
yes,
And when the police officers tried to take you into custody, did you pull your arms away from them when they were trying to handcuff you?
yes.
Or the people are satisfied?
Now did you know they were police?
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Go right ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Cross. Did the officer, did they identify themselves as police officers when they tried to take your hands and put them in handcuffs?
Yes.
And were they wearing uniforms that identified themselves as police officers?
Yes.
So you had been given a lawful order by a lawful police officer and you knew that, right? And you didn't follow that order? I'm satisfied.
People are satisfied.
All right, court will enter a plea of guilty, one count of resisting, obstructing, assaulting police officer. Sentencing in this matter will occur on.
It will occur on August 29.
August 29 at 9 o'clock. How old are you, sir?
34.
Got a job?
Not at the moment.
What do you normally do when you're working?
Construction, demolition.
Got a high school diploma?
No, ma'am.
I'm gonna send you to a program. My clerk's gonna give you the information today. Program is it's called Flip the Script. What city you live in?
Detroit.
Oh, good. They located on East Grand Boulevard. You know what a boulevard is.
Yes, I believe so.
You near the Dexter bus line, it goes all the way down, including the boulevard. It's between Woodward and the I-75 Chrysler Freeway. It's called Flip the Strip. Program run by old urban men for the benefit of young urban men. That's you, trying to keep the young urban men out the pen. Doesn't that sound like a good idea?
Yes, ma'am.
They are teaching skilled trades over there and giving out certification certificates. They're helping folks find jobs, teaching them how to keep the job after they get it for them. They're gonna help you get that GED. They got tutors over there. Any other issues you got, you tell them. They good people, but they're darn if they don't read minds. Some of their programs are paying stipends. You need help with the rent, let them know. You need eyeglasses, let them know. Miss Emma, give him the paperwork for Flip the Script. All right, need you to understand, young man, I try to be straight up with everybody. That's located in my old neighborhood where I grew up. I still got people over there. Since I'm a little old lady with no life, sometimes I just drive by and drop in. I do roll call. When my folks don't answer when I call their name, I get real upset. I worry about them. Can't sleep nights. So the next morning, I give my deputy the name of everybody who didn't answer so they can go find them for me. I sleep better. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you call Flip today. When you get finished going around to the probation department, you can walk around there. When you get finished, you call Flip so you can go on over there. So when I do my little drive-by drop in, when I call your name, you can answer. And I won't have to send the deputies looking for you. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, go get a job. Anything else I need from him, Emma?
I will get his information, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day. I'm gonna ask you about Flip when you come back. You're gonna better bring some paperwork.
He didn't hear you, Judge. What you repeat
I'm
it?
just telling him that when he comes back with some paperwork from Flip, telling me he done already finished the training on asbestos removal or roofing or carpentry, whichever one he picked, I'm gonna be a real happy judge. It's gonna show in his sentence. Nothing in the world better than a happy judge, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Especially when it's your judge. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Mr. Cross. Verify.
Okay, one moment. Our next case
Yes, yes.
is recalling DeMarco Hodge is here.
Counsel, is your client available?
Your Honor, I've been in contact with his mother. I called his phone. His mother's trying to raise him. Nobody can seem to raise him. So just so the court's aware, he's not here. I don't know if the court would consider an adjournment or if it would just capious.
Well, the cleanest thing to do, he had a plea agreement, right?
We have a plea agreement, and I just talked to him yesterday. And he wants.
Let me see.
I have some more things to call, Judge, if you want us to go on.
Well, I got some other things I can do. You keep it moving, and if it doesn't show up by the time I get finished, I'm gonna issue the capious, and we'll see if we can get them to come in that way.
All right, fair enough, Judge. I appreciate it.
And we got a couple of people on that first one. I know Bob was here. I'm gonna,
Yes,
I wanna wrap up that first round, and then I'm gonna take a brief break and come back and do the next round.
Yes, I have two. I have sentence and a plea.
Okay.
Tanya Scott. Case number 23-2034, the people of the state of Michigan versus Tanya Scott, scheduled today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, excuse me. Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people. I haven't received a copy of the pre-sentence report for Miss Scott. If someone can just forward that to me when they get a chance, nothing urgent.
All right, we got at least 3 more sentences today. So maybe we'll forward all 3 of them. Better to be safe than sorry. And then Emma, who's the plea? Let's do the plea. I'm gonna take a break while Mr. Casey reviews that pre-sentence report.
Charcel Johnson.
Ready?
Yes.
Case 23-3090. People of the state of Michigan versus Charcel Johnson, scheduled today to be arraigned on the information. Appearances, please.
Does Mr. Johnson have a parent or guardian present?
Yes, neither.
I'm here. You got a parent or guardian, you calling by the first name?
Yeah. Come here.
Who is this person that you calling by the first name? Okay, now his connection's gonna be poor.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes,
can you hear us? Who is the person that you are calling?
my mother.
Your mother.
Call your
Okay.
mother by her first name?
No, this is my grandmother. This is my mother. Why the camera?
Charcel, we can't see you.
Yes. You can't, they said they leave.
I can't see the person he was calling.
I can vaguely see her. There.
This phone kind of messed up. Hello,
Hi, and what is your name, miss?
my name is Crystal Johnson.
And what is your relationship to the defendant?
His mother.
And he calls you by your first name?
No, he was talking to my mother.
Oh, he calls his grandmother by her first name?
Yeah.
Okay. Appearances, I got to have a camera because this is the only way I can make a record of what we're doing. So I gotta have a camera. Can
The
you
camera. This
turn
camera, there it go. This phone is kind of raggedy, ma'am. But can you see us now?
Not really.
Keep turning off.
Can we come down to the courthouse on a better day?
Perfect.
Can I try to push your phone if it's not working?
You got another phone you can use that's in better shape than that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Try a different phone. Hopefully you're not breaking up on that phone. Try a different phone and zoom back in.
Okay, we're trying to do it right now as we speak. Hurry up.
Okay, you can hang up that one and then try the other one. I'm gonna take about 5-minute break. Okay, give you time enough to do all that. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, now we have some attorneys that haven't checked in yet. That'll give us time to get, Mr. Casey, did you have the settlement agreement on Johnson?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Johnson, and I got one from Mr. Hudson from Attorney Sprinkle.
Yeah, I got Hudson too. Those are the last two that I have. And then the second.
So I had stepped away for a moment. Recalling that?
Yeah, Johnson, he got to get a better connection. They hung up, gonna try to zoom back in. And then I got a couple attorneys that are here now that hadn't checked in earlier. So they need to check in. I think I got at least 3. Hey, Danny, how you doing?
Okay.
And I'm gonna take about a 5-minute break.
Okay, so Latanya Scott, Mr. Zeranet.
Mine is just a review. So
Wait a minute, I
mine's real
know,
easy.
hold on.
Am I?
Hold your horses.
I am.
I know. You got, hold your horses, but don't go nowhere.
So he wants to walk in, come right up and get right in.
I knew you was gonna say something, but you were
Have a seat.
You know how that you come on now, me and your son and my son.
No, mine got a job. Mine's gone.
Mine's done.
So, Mr. So he's got, Mr. Holton
Yes.
has a review date.
Yes, ma'am. He's in put the script in there every day.
Yeah, well, he gotta be on Zoom.
He's right
He's
here. He's right there.
Oh, you got proof and stuff, right? Okay.
Did you bring proof of your attendance and everything? Otherwise, we're gonna have to call there and get the proof.
Yeah, they told me that somebody recorded. Now that's.
Oh,
I'll direct the call.
No, Miss Davis, are you around, Miss Davis?
Miss Pace is here, Miss Davis is not.
Is he talking about?
What Davis are you talking about, Emma?
Hey, you need me?
What? I'm talking about probation.
Yeah, I'm here, this Pace.
Okay, Alante Holton,
Okay.
I was just getting the ball rolling. Had you talked to Flip the Script, he's been going, but.
Yeah, I spoke to Flip the Script.
Okay, thank you. I just was checking.
Okay.
Trying to get stuff, going. Miss Sprinkle, you here on Sean Hudson? Sprinkle? On Sean Hudson?
I'm ready, but I'm on another Zoom.
Oh, that's fine. We're not ready. I'm just making sure.
Hey, I just,
Start back. Okay, I have.
Where you went. What you say when I said that could be the boom boom?
Who's the boom?
I know.
Okay. So do we have, I'm checking everybody. Is Miss, so Mr. Reefer, we need Kathy Henry, Kalilia Davis.
In the hospital, we're just.
Which one? Oh.
Kalilia Davis.
Or what?
So for Perez, that's Perez's attorney. Miss Davis is not gonna be able to zoom in from the hospital. So for Perez, you wanna adjourn it?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Perez, we're just gonna get you a new date. We're gonna get you a new date right now. No, we're just gonna get you a new date. So we're just gonna adjourn it for right now, okay?
So, Mr. Reefer, I just need Kathy Henry. What should I do with Mr. Zaranek? I thought I had called.
Miss Emma.
Zaranek?
So. She's probably,
I think yes, Miss Scott. That's when I'm looking for the PSIR.
Oh, yes, could you send Mr. Casey a copy of the the pre-sentence report on Tanya Scott? And I also need
Thanks.
Cody Bradford.
Good morning, Miss Body. I'm here.
Oh, okay. And is there anybody else that have not checked in?
Hey Emma, this is Glenn O on Emmanuel James.
Okay, you're ready too, right?
Also ready.
Oh, we're cooking with gas. So, Mr. Goldsey or Lawrence Brewster? Mr. Brewster. All right.
Thank you, Emma. I didn't get to say thank you.
Well, Mr. Bradford,
Yes, ma'am.
so you don't have a plea form?
No, ours is for diversion. Mr. Heafy sent over the diversion form yesterday.
Oh, did he really?
Yes, ma'am.
He did, sure did, okay.
And
Huh.
Mr. Snipes is here. I believe he's on the iPhone.
Thank you, that helped me out a lot.
Mr. Casey, did you get the diversion order for Mr. Heafy? I can send it to you if not.
Nope, I did. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I got one too.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So you Casey.
Yeah, we had already called it, we're recalling Andrew.
Okay.
Oh, good. Andrew is still there.
Casey, I'll be right back.
I know. We can hear from Casey.
I don't. Oh, I don't know.
His decisions. He's a very tough guy. Who? That ain't good. That's what I'm saying. I wish he was good. Yeah. Wait. What you get?
some extraditions and how's counsel? Huh? I got it.
I told Daryl if you're going after me.
And you know what?
What?
Obviously, reading was not fundamental in law school because read means stop. Everywhere else in the world, somebody sees stop and says, oh, I shouldn't go any further. But no, attorneys, they keep walking. They stop coming forward, so they go to the side and say, oh, that's okay.
Corporal, do you have your hand?
Do I have my what?
I was talking to the pretty cool.
Oh, well, then that's me again.
Oh, my God.
Emma, you ready? Emma, I hope you're not talking to me, because if you are, you're muted. Hope you're not talking to me, Em.
Could you hear me now?
I hear you now. All right, what we getting ready to do?
All right. So. Davion Snipes. Case number 23-0536, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deborah Snipes, scheduled today for a final conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Judge, you and your staff. Cody Bradford with Neighborhood Defender Service, P85944 on behalf of Mr. Snipes. Mr. Snipes, can you mute your microphone and turn your camera on, please?
I'm sorry, Emma. Can you start that over? I'm sorry.
Recalling case 23-0536, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deborah Snipes, scheduled today for a final conference. Your Honor, you should be in possession of a diversion acceptance letter.
Me too. Appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning again, Judge, to you and your staff. Cody Bradford, Neighborhood Defender Service, P85944 on behalf of Mr. Snipes.
Mr. Snipes, unmute your device, state your name for the record.
Davion Snipes.
Thank you, counsel.
Yes, Judge, I've spoken with Mr. Heafy. Mr. Snipes has been accepted into diversion with the Wayne County's prosecutor's office. Mr. Heafy did send over a proposed order for you to sign. I would request you sign that order and put Mr. Snipes on diversion.
Have you provided your client with a Mr. Heafy's email address?
I will after the court hearing. He is going to immediately after the hearing email Mr. Heafy.
Emma, what's the review date?
Your review date would be July 12th, 2024.
Mr. Snipes, you have to contact Assistant Prosecutor Heafy today.
Okay.
By email. He will give you a list of what you have to do in order to successfully complete the program. The benefit to you of completing the program is that the case will be dismissed, fingerprint and arrest cards will be destroyed. We're going to review this matter on July 12th of next year to see whether or not you met all the terms of the program. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
That's your next court date. Call your attorney, get that email address for Mr. Heafy.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Tanya Scott, Mr. Heafy, you have the pre-sentence report.
No, it hasn't arrived yet.
Okay.
Aretha?
Alante Holton.
Miss Aretha?
Yes, ma'am.
Casey says he don't have a pre for Scott.
For Scott? Okay. Pre-sentence report?
Yes, Tanya Scott. I got a copy. You need my copy?
Can you hear me? Good? No, I'm gonna pull it off the computer.
Then now you had the other two please, Mr. Heafy?
AC, but yeah,
I'm
I have,
sorry.
let me see, I have one for Burgos, which we've done. I have one for Miss Lisa Marie Perez,
Okay.
and then Terrell Parker. Let me check on him. I have one for Mr. Parker as well.
All right. Let's go.
Case number 19-9267, the people of the state of Michigan versus Alonta Holton, scheduled for a review date. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Agent Pace on behalf of the Probation Department.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Daniel Reed, P number 30965, bring on behalf of Mr. Hilton. State your name and record. Alonta Hilton.
Ms. Pace, what can you tell me?
Yes, Your Honor. So I was successful in contacting Mr. Bradshaw at Flip the Script. He states that the defendant has been coming regularly and that he is on pace to complete the program.
So young man, what do you think of Flip the Script?
Honestly, I feel like I should have went the first time you told me. They helping me with a lot. They helping me get my license. They helping me get my license. I got closer to getting my GED. And they, like you said, they help with structure. They helping me a lot.
Yeah, I know. You always come back and say, oh, I like the program. Too bad I didn't show up 3 years ago. Look where I'd have been by now. When's he supposed to come off probation?
December 25th of this year.
Now I know he'll be finished with Flip by then, got a job too.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now does his paperwork indicate that once he produces his proof of Flip the Script, they'll give him credit for his court costs and attorney's fees?
I'm not sure, Your Honor. I was gonna see if maybe we mentioned that at a previous hearing. But I don't know.
We'll put it in there now, if it's not in there.
Okay.
Now, young man, I just paid you $1,400 to finish Flip the Script. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you don't finish Flip the Script, I'm gonna get my money. I like money. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
And not only that, we're gonna have this conversation again. And we don't want to have this conversation again, do we?
No, Your Honor.
Does he have any late fees?
Yes, he has $280 in late fees.
Well, since he's at least started the program, I'm gonna waive the late fees.
Okay.
But that other $1,400, he got to bring proof he finished the program.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, see you at Flip. Stay out of trouble. You should be finished before December. So you finish by December, they may ask me to close it out early. Get your paperwork to your probation officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Your Honor, no further review dates, just probation continued. Once he's done, submit a discharge.
Once he submits proof he finished Flip the Script, they can close him out and give him credit for his court costs and attorney's fees.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Appreciate the court and the prosecution and the probation department.
Thank you.
Ms. Pace, do I need to do a continued or not?
I'm thinking no, because on April 4th, that's when we extended his probation. So they should have that order from then.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Extraditions too. Mr. Slobbs, could you give me your paperwork? Yes.
And I'm all set on Miss Scott. I've got her PSIR and I've looked it over.
All right,
Yeah.
and I had an attorney that checked in at 9 and she was gonna do a plea. We had to get the plea form. I'm trying to remember who that was.
Bandit?
Melissa, we had my client.
Okay, and the other one, Sprinkler, you got your plea paperwork? Who? I got 2 plea forms. I got Hudson, Hutson, and I got Johnson. Ooh, what happened?
Okay.
I don't have no Zoom. Did we get kicked out?
No, I see everybody.
Yep, I can see you.
Here I
And
come.
we could see you.
You can see me and I got a blank screen.
Here I come.
You're back. And Mr. Hudson is mine, Judge. I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
I got everybody.
Back.
I got everybody ready, Judge.
Okay, I just, I got a blank screen. Okay, thank you. Okay, yo, let's try some more.
Okay. Do you want the probation as well to show card? No, not yet. Okay. Can I have Mr. Deshade Bishop
Mr. Bishop.
and Kamara Joyce? Bishop and Joyce at the same time.
Just go up and split that microphone, stand on both sides of it.
Case number 23-3268, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deshade Bishop. Scheduled to be arraigned on an extradition warrant. Case number 23-3288, Kamari Joyce, scheduled to be arraigned on an extradition warrant. Your Honor, both defendants have signed their waivers. Appearances, please.
Morning, Corporal Penman with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department Extradition Unit.
And good morning, Your Honor. For the record, James Schloff on behalf of the defendants.
Mr. Bishop, state your name for the record.
I was gonna ask, because I know to correct anybody on that. This is Deshaun.
Deshaun.
This is Deshaun.
His name, he was correcting his name, Your Honor.
Oh, the last name is Deshaun?
Deshaun Bishop.
Thank you. And Joyce, state your name for the record.
Kamari Joyce.
Thank you. Corporal, what can you tell us?
Your Honor, Mr. Bishop has signed his waiver to return back to Forsyth County in the state of North Carolina. And Ms. Joyce signed her waiver to return it back to Lackawanna County in the state of Pennsylvania.
All right. Mr. Bishop, Ms. Joyce, each of you understands that another state is asserting, saying they have unfinished business with you. You understand that's what the other state is saying, Bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Joyce?
Yes.
Each of you understands that you could have a hearing here in Michigan to determine whether or not you are in fact the person that the state is looking for, and to determine whether you were in that state on or about the time in question. You understand that, Mr. Bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Joyce?
Yes.
I'm gonna get some of that in a yes out of you. Now, if I can give you a miss, I can get a judge, your honor, or a ma'am.
Ma'am.
Thank you. It is my understanding that each of you has decided to waive or give up your hearing and voluntarily submit yourself to be picked up by the requesting state. Is that correct, Mr. Bishop? I got the right understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Joyce?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you have any questions?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
All right.
I have things with them.
Mr. Bishop, Ms. Joyce, the court is going to find that each of you has knowingly, freely, voluntarily waived your right to an extradition hearing. By law, the requesting state has heard. We don't want to feed you for 30 days because we don't want you, but they got 30 days. If the requesting state has not picked you up by August the 11th, the Wayne County Jail is going to open the doors and put you on the other side If the other state does not come and get you, I suggest you go to that state and take care of your business because the warrant will remain in the system. And the two of us will do this over and over again until you go to the state and take care of your business. Understood, Mr. Bishop?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Joyce?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Good luck to you both.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can we have a third one?
Case number 23-2864, the people of the state of Michigan versus Courtney Strickland. Courtney Strickland, scheduled to be arraigned on an extradition warrant. Your Honor, Miss, appearances, please.
Morning, Corporal Pinson with the Wayne County Sheriff's Department Extradition Unit.
James Schlock on behalf of Ms. Strickland.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, he actually had a felony warrant that popped up out of Clinton County in Michigan. They picked him up and they are going to start an extradition case when they are finished with him.
Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a good day. Corporal, before you leave, any follow-up on the gentleman that's that's coming in Thursday that was in poor health?
The doctor did confirm his statement about having a stroke. They're not disclosing too much because of the HIPAA.
Right. But the other state, are they gonna do an in-state? They still want him? Do we know yet?
They're trying to get more information from our medical department on what he would possibly need, so they can make the proper transportation arrangements. So as of right now, they have not, as of right now, they still want him.
Okay, does your program have a medical release form you can have him sign?
I'm not sure, but I could ask.
Ask John Meyer. I believe he has one, because he's over our Veterans Court. He may have a form that you can take with you before you leave and see if he wants to sign the medical release form so that the other state can have an in-depth conversation with the medical unit.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Have a good day.
Now I'm going to recall Scott.
Hey, Deborah. Hey, Miss Deborah.
Yes.
I'm like really late for my court date today, and I was wondering if I could still check.
Better late than never. So sit still, because we did call your case.
Okay.
All right. Sit still.
Okay.
Make sure your phone stays charged.
Okay.
Recalling case number 23-2034, the people of the state of Michigan versus Tanya Scott, scheduled today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of people.
Zorana for Ms. Scott, Your Honor, P39346. Ms. Scott, can you state your name, ma'am?
Ms. Scott, state your name for the record. Gotta unmute.
Tanya Scott.
Thank you. Counsel, did you have an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with your client?
We did, Judge. We received it. It is accurate. There is a sentence agreement, Judge, and the sentence agreement is in line with what the probation department's recommendation is of the 2 years probation under 7411. Ms. Scott's done well, Judge. She's had a tough upbringing and tough life so far, but she's doing well. She's got a good job now and things are going well for her. And she's got the opportunity to keep this off her record, and I think she'll do just that.
People wish to be heard.
No, Your Honor, I've had a chance to look over the pre-sentence investigation report. There's no additions, corrections, or deletions on behalf of the people. Appears Miss Scott is eligible for a sentence under 7411. Her two prior contacts are I think 8 or 9 years old. Shoplifting cases, no prior narcotics offenses. So,
Ms. Scott, did you wish to be heard before sentencing?
No, ma'am.
You have not enrolled in an outpatient treatment program?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Okay, you will.
Okay.
I am going to place you on probation for 2 years under the 7411 program, which means this conviction will be suppressed and will remain so if you successfully complete your probation. Must participate in an intensified outpatient treatment program for controlled substance, urinalysis on demand, inpatient, outpatient treatment at the discretion of the probation officer. I have a program, I'm trying to find it, that is designed specifically for women. You have a history similar to your own. Trying to find the sheet. Now, but it's located in Detroit.
Okay.
Now, are you interested in a program that's specifically designed for women who have had some
Yes.
trauma in their past?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, they'll find an intensified program downriver, but it will not have that special aspect to it. Ms. Scott?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You gonna travel back and forth to Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Doretha,
Yes, ma'am.
that program Ms. Hamilton gave us, I don't see the paperwork sitting on top of my desk. That was designed for women. It was being handled, I think, by Black Family Service.
Let me see if I have an email, but I asked her real quick. She should be.
Okay, get that for me. I wanna put that on her, Ms. Scott's order.
Okay, for women, you said, Judge?
It's for women.
Okay.
And she, in Black Family Services, I believe was,
Got it.
they put it together.
Okay, I'll be back with you in a second.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna get the program. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish what I'm doing. All right. Must participate, must have a mental health evaluation, comply with any and all recommended treatment. You can get this at the same place. No controlled substance, urinalysis on demand. Maintain employment. $68 state cost, $130 crime victim fee, $30 a month supervision fee, $1,000 in court costs, $400 in attorney's fees. The court will take 150 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization in lieu of court costs and attorney's fees. You have 1 day's jail credit. Okay, here, it's the program. Emma, put it on her order.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
program is called Woman's Hope Relapse Prevention. And
Hope
it's
like HOPE?
Hope, HOPE, Woman's Hope Relapse Prevention Program. It's given through Black Family Development. Their phone number, miss, is 313-758-0150.
He's ready with the president.
They're located on East Grand Boulevard in Detroit, 2995 East Grand Boulevard. You probably can do your community service there as well. Now look, they can't help you if you don't tell them what you need help with.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it's a good program, but once again, they don't read minds. All right. Let them know you need a mental health evaluation, comply with all recommended treatment. The department will help you do that while you're there. Well, I like one-stop shopping. All right, you have to call the probation department tomorrow. That phone number is 313-224-2600. They will set up your probation. You have to call them tomorrow. What's your phone number?
My phone number is 313-778-9121.
And what street do you live on?
4th Street.
You got the
Riverview.
right address, Sam?
No, I need another, I need it.
All right, give us your address.
20160 4th Street, Riverview, Michigan, 48193.
Miss Judge?
Yeah, I found the paper.
Oh, you did, because Miss Hamilton is emailing me the paper.
Yeah, I found it. I put it in my file with the flip the script. All right, Miss, call the probation department tomorrow. You can call Black Family Development today. Let them know that I'm sending you to participate in that program. And in a year, you have to come back so we can determine whether or not you have successfully, you had a 2-year term of probation. Emma, you gonna give her return date? 2 years out, 7411.
Okay, they usually discharge that through probation.
All right, unless there's a problem, I won't see her again.
Yes.
That's fine. All right, miss. Call Black Family Development, and today call the probation department tomorrow morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks, Judge. Have a great.
You too.
Recalling DeMarco Hodge. Case number 23-0858. The people of the state of Michigan versus DeMarco Hodge, scheduled for a final conference. Please step up to this mic. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John. Oh, there we go. Fantastic.
Bryn Bailey on behalf of the people, P84009.
And good morning again, Your Honor. Dennis Whitey, P79560 on behalf of DeMarco Hodge, who is present by way of Zoom this time.
State your name for the record, Mr. Hodge. Unmute your device.
DeMarco Hodge.
All right, and this is, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes.
Judge, Your Honor, or man?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You may put your hand down. Mr. Hodge, is my understanding that you're going to plead guilty to one count of assault with a dangerous weapon, knowing that the maximum possible penalty is 4 years in prison. Is that what you intend to do, sir?
Yes.
If I can give you a mister and a sir, if I can give you your respect, you're gonna give me mine.
I apologize.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Sir, there is no boxes checked. Is this an agreement, people? Attorney?
Yes,
Authorize the court to put the check in the agreement box
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
on behalf of the defense.
Yes, Your Honor, we'd appreciate that.
Sir, there is a sentence agreement that has been negotiated between your attorney and the prosecutor's office whereby you will receive a 2-year term of probation. You are to have no contact with the complainant, the victim. You must complete an anger management program. The court will set other fines, costs, fees, and conditions. Understood?
Yes. I got a question on that plea though.
I got a question on how come I can't get my respect, but I keep giving you yours.
I apologize. I just wanted to know the details on the non-complaint because that is my child's mother. So I wanted to know how would I be able
guess you'll have to go through the friend of the court.
friends of court.
Friend of the court.
Okay. Okay, that's all I wanted to know, Your Honor. As long as I have something that's dealing with the friend of the court, this plea should not interrupt that.
No, it shouldn't. Go down to the friend of the court, put in a request for visitation.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna try this one last time.
Okay, Your Honor.
The prosecutor has also agreed that at the time of sentencing, they will dismiss counts 2 and 3 now pending against you, as well as count 4. You understood?
Yes.
Okay, I'm done, counsel. You figure it out.
Yes. Yes,
No,
Your
I'm
Honor.
done. I got too much to do today. I'm done.
Oh my God, this lady dog.
Mr. Hodge? Mr. Hodge?
Yes.
She expects the respect of judge or Your Honor when we speak to her. I do the same thing.
I have not talked to this lady in 3 months. I have not had a chance to say anything to her in 3 or 4 months. It's the first time I have something to say to her.
I'm referring to the judge.
That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the judge. It's the first time I get to say something to her after 3 months of seeing her. And
all you have to say is judge or Your Honor. It's proper court decorum, okay?
I understand that.
It's not much to ask.
I haven't even got a chance to say that the whole 3 months. This is my first time saying this for the whole 3 months. I apologize. I haven't even got a chance to even speak to her at all.
Should be going on at all. You should get on the phone with each other. You should call your client. I'm getting ready to call another case.
Okay,
Did you call
fair
me?
enough. Thank you.
Mr. Hyde, your attorney is getting ready to call you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Do I leave the Zoom or stay on the Zoom?
Just mute. Mr. Rico.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I
If
come.
he leaves, can he, or you gonna put him in the breakout room?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
We're gonna give him another day.
Okay, so, Mr.
And show up on time.
Okay, Mr. Hyde and Mr. White, I'm gonna give you another day. Hold on. Mr. Whitty,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna give you another date. You talk to your client. Okay?
I will for sure.
Okay, and your next date will be August 22.
Madam Clerk, I am in the middle of a jury trial on that.
One moment, the next date will not be August 22.
Oh.
The next date will be. This is horrible. August 4th.
I can make that work.
August 4th.
August 4th, I have it. Thank you, Miss Emma. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Hodge, I'll be calling you. You can log off.
Madam Clerk,
Yes, ma'am.
we are ready on Hudson, please.
You're next.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Em, what we doing next?
Sean Hudson,
Yes, Your Honor.
case number 23-2129, people of the state of Michigan versus Sean Hudson, scheduled for Dr. Conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Caroletta Sprinkle, P49898, on behalf of Mr. Sean Hudson.
Mr. Hudson, state your name for the record, please.
Sean David Hudson.
Thank you. We have a negotiated settlement. Mr. Hudson, please raise your right hand. Sir, do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Hudson, it's my understanding that you're going to plead guilty for one count of attempt forgery of a license plate or document, knowing that the maximum possible penalty is 2 years, 6 months in prison. Is that what you intend to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is a sentence agreement whereby you will receive a 2-year term of probation. You'll have to pay restitution, if any, once the amount has been determined. You must perform 80 hours of community service. The court will set other terms, conditions, fines, costs, and fees. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecutor has also agreed, sir, that at the time of sentencing, they will dismiss count 2 now pending against you and withdraw the habitual enhancement. Do you understand all of the terms of the agreement, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And with that understanding, you're prepared to enter a plea of guilty at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you are entitled to a trial in this matter by judge or by jury. And by pleading guilty, there will be no trial of any kind. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you have a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're giving up that right. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you had a trial, sir, your attorney would be able to cross-examine, question all witnesses brought against you. If you had witnesses you wanted brought to court, the court would assist you in bringing your witnesses forward. Also at a trial, sir, you could testify if you wanted to. If you did not wish to testify, you could remain silent, and your silence cannot be held against you. And you're giving up all 3 of those rights. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, there is no automatic right of appeal. If you change your mind and at some later date, you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you have to get leave or permission of the court in order to have it reviewed. Reviewable issues are limited to all matters and proceedings up to and including sentencing only. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, has anybody threatened you to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what I have said to you today, sir, to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you acting of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes, Your Honor.
And sir, I have your name affixed to this plea agreement form. It's typed on there. And did you give your attorney permission to affix your name to this plea agreement form, understanding its terms and agreeing to its conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Casey, did you wish to volunteer?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Mr. Hudson, this is Assistant Prosecutor John Casey speaking. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you either can't hear me or if the question doesn't make sense, will you let me know, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Hudson, I'd like to direct your attention back to April the 10th of this year, 2023, about 10 o'clock or so in the evening. On that date, at about that time, were you in the area of Steele Street and Keller Avenue in the city of Detroit, Wayne County?
Yes, I was.
Were you driving a green 1998 Chevy Trailblazer?
Yes, sir.
And was there something wrong with the license plate on that vehicle?
Yes, sir.
What was wrong with it?
It was to another car.
You broke up there, sir.
It was to another car, sir.
Taken from another vehicle?
Yes, sir.
And you knew it was taken from another vehicle, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it was the improper plate for that motor vehicle, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, people are satisfied.
Defense is satisfied, Judge.
Court will enter a plea of guilty, one count, attempt, forgery, license, document, or plate. Sir, do you have pencil and paper?
No, ma'am. I can get it. Can you hold on 1 second?
I'll hold on.
Yeah. I have some.
All right, so you have to call the probation department tomorrow morning. They're going to set up an interview so that they can prepare a pre-sentence report and have it available when you return for sentencing. The phone number you have to call tomorrow is 313-224-2600. How old are you, sir?
41. Your
Got a job?
No, Your Honor.
Want a job?
I want a job. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what do you do normally when you're working?
Warehouse or factory work.
All right, got a high school diploma?
I have an equivalent.
All right. Call Flip the Script. Name of the program is called Flip the Script. Add the phone number 313-557-4848. They're located on East Grand Boulevard. That's 2777. East Grand Boulevard.
What was the address?
Say again.
What was the address? East Grand Boulevard.
2777.
All right.
They're between Woodward and the I-75 Chrysler Freeway Service Drive. They're doing both job training, job placement. They don't care if you got a past record. Some of their programs pay a stipend while you're training. If you need bus tickets, they got bus tickets. Give them a call today. When you call them, the first thing out of your mouth is Judge Deborah Thomas sent me. My name is.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. All right. Emma, when's he coming back for sentencing?
Coming back for sentencing. September 1st.
September 1. Now, sir, When they get you that job, you have to keep showing them your paycheck, mailing them a copy to prove you still working. You finish the program, I'm gonna cut your some of your court costs and attorney's fees. So don't go get the job and run off and never go and contact people again, understand? Understand, Mr. Hudson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you get your return date?
9/1.
All right, call the probation department tomorrow, call flip the script today.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
Are we permitted to appear via Zoom on the 1st, or is that in person? Thank you.
Yeah.
And
You have a telephone number, please?
Mr. Hudson, what's your phone number?
313-399-7894.
7894?
7894.
And do you still live on Steel Street?
Okay.
Do you still live on Steel Street, Mr. Hudson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Call flip the script.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good day to you and your staff.
Have a good day.
Same to you, Your Honor.
Recall. Charcel Johnson.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on. Turn on your camera and just wait. Go ahead, Emma. There you go. Go ahead, Emma.
Case number 20. Case number 23-3090, the people of the state of Michigan versus Charcel Johnson, scheduled to be arraigned on the information. This is a recall. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
For the record, Your Honor, Melissa Vinek, P53750, appearing on behalf of Charcel Johnson. Mr. Johnson, will you please state your name for the record?
Charcel Johnson.
Thank you. And who is next to you?
My mother.
And Mom, will you please state your name for the record?
Crystal Johnson.
Thank you.
All right, young man, raise your right hand. Are we having a arraigning? Did we arraigning?
Yes, we need to arraign first, Your Honor, please.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. We acknowledge receipt of the general information. We waive a formal reading into the record and we stand mute for purposes of arraignment. Ask for a not guilty plea to be entered on behalf of my client, just for purposes of arraignment, Your Honor.
Well done.
Thank you.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty for the purposes of arraignment on the information.
Thank you.
Young man, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I only need to swear him and your mom. We're gonna talk though. Young man, you got pencil and paper?
Yes.
No, you don't. Get it.
Get the phone. I'm
Not the phone. Go look in the drawer and get it.
I'm putting it in the pen. In my mother's phone.
I got it.
Okay, let me get this started right now so we all get on the same page. Young man.
Okay.
Young
You'll see.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
When your mother tell you to get up, go somewhere and pick up pencil and paper.
Right. This young generation, ma'am, they don't know.
Get up and go get the pencil and paper.
Go look in the drawer
Yes,
for real
ma'am.
for safekeeping. But I got the phone, but I still want to write it down.
No, I want him to do what you tell him.
Okay. And ma'am, since we're on here, how do I go about him being at court? I took off work today. I got off early to come sit with him.
I
to
don't
go.
need to see you after this unless he do something make me lock him up.
How do I go
you
about
have a problem. I'm gonna give you my phone number. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
how do I go about getting him tethered to another address?
Well, why do you want him tethered to another address?
Because when he first got out of jail or when he first got locked up, they had the wrong address and I didn't want to see him in there any longer, so I end up letting him get this address
So where do you want him tethered to?
to his father's house where he actually lived at.
Well, can his father come on Zoom?
Call Chuck.
I ain't got his number. See, I got the phone.
You don't have his number? Well, I'll go about it another time because he don't have any number on him.
You don't know his daddy's number?
Nope. We actually don't have another phone in the house.
Is his father gonna make him follow the rules?
Yes. And when he actually when he called, how can I say it? When I called him, when he ended up getting locked up, I asked him, I'm like, well, can he come to your address? He said, yeah, but my son had ended up giving him my address.
Well, the person I really want to talk to is the person he gonna be living with.
Okay. I can't make that happen right now because I don't have a phone. So is there any way we can, but he can stay here. I'm not putting him out or anything. But it's
Okay,
still,
well, when I give you a date for sentencing,
yes.
I want his daddy on Zoom if that's where he's going.
Okay. Okay. That'll
All
work.
right. What city do you live in?
I'm in Detroit, Michigan.
What city does his dad live in?
He's in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, that'll work. Did he get that pencil and paper yet?
He's saying he can't find one, but I got a phone ready.
All right, sit down, young man.
I'm always for safe measures, so.
Young man, it is my understanding that you are going to plead guilty to one count of attempt, delivery, manufacturing of a controlled substance, less than 50 grams, same being cocaine, knowing that the maximum penalty for that offense is 5 years in prison. Is that what you intend to do, plead guilty to that count?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a sentence agreement whereby you will receive a 3-year term of probation. The prosecutor is agreeing that you can be sentenced under a program that we call HIDA. The benefit to you of being on that program is that while you are under sentence, and if you successfully complete your sentence, this conviction will be sealed from public record. You will not have to go through life reporting yourself as a convicted felon. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
In order to be on the program, you have to have a parent or guardian willing to be the first line probation officer. Now, your mother is here today. Your father is going to be here on sentencing day. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, when serving as the first line probation officer, and you can discuss this with his dad, when he get here, I'm gonna talk to him too.
Please.
That means that the parent sets curfew. The parent decides who he will associate with and who he will not. The parent decides where he will go to work and where he will go to school in keeping with my court orders. Now, this is the most important part. The parent must agree that if he is not doing as he is told, because you're not asking him anything, that the parent will contact me and let me know as soon as possible.
My girl, I like you.
I need to hear from the parent before I hear from the probation officer, before I hear it from the police, because I might be able to intercede before he catches a new case and has to go off to prison. So I need to know, is the parent willing to take on that responsibility?
I'm willing to take on the responsibility, but by the time we go to sentencing, I'm just trying to, I feel like I did my job. They're grown now, so I'm just trying to live my life. But I will.
If he was that grown, he wouldn't be standing here in front of me today having made a poor decision.
You're right. You're right, but
all you got to do is make a phone call. I'm gonna give you my phone number.
I know, but I don't.
See,
I live a peaceful life, so I'm trying to live
Well, if
peaceful.
you don't want to take on the responsibility, I can't put him on the program. So you better go see Dad and see if he gonna do it.
But I'm not gonna let my child. I'll do it. And if, like you said, if I can make a phone call to you, then I'm willing to do it.
All you gotta do is make a phone call. Take my phone number down. You ready?
Yes, give me 1 second. Ready.
313-224-5210. Now,
224-5210.
224-5210. I'm Judge Deborah Thomas.
Oh, I love you already.
Now, if you call and we on the record can't get to you fast enough, you can come down to the courthouse. I'm in courtroom 302.
Deborah Thomas, right?
Yep, 302 is my courtroom.
Got it.
You can bring him with you. And if you can't bring him with you, you come down by yourself. I'll arrange for his transportation.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
Understood, young man?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna tell your daddy the same thing.
I like you. I was telling him before we even got on here, like she's very down to earth, I see.
All right. Now, young man, understanding that, you also will have to have a substance abuse screening, testing, and treatment as directed. You must have a mental health evaluation, follow all recommended treatment. You must participate in cognitive behavioral therapy. You must go to flip the script and finish it. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on. So do you, like everything that you just said he needed, do he get like physicals and everything there at Flip the Script, or we have to go out on our own and get tested?
Flip the Script will do, the probation department will arrange for the testing.
Okay.
Flip the Script will most likely do the mental health and the therapy.
Okay, okay.
You got a GED, young man?
No, ma'am.
Got a high school diploma?
No, ma'am.
They're gonna help you with that. And they got tutors. They're gonna teach you a job skill. They're gonna teach you some life skills.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you a job. They're gonna teach you how to keep the job.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Understand this. Flip the Script is located in my old neighborhood where I grew up. I still got family over there. And since I'm a little old lady with no life, I just drive by and drop in.
Where is it? Where's Flip the Script?
You ready to take it down?
Yep, hold on. Make sure
Phone number.
Already.
Phone number is 313-557-4848.
Okay, give me 1 second, Judge. The first number was your number, right?
Right.
Okay, I got that.
Want me to repeat it?
224-52.
The 224-5210 is me.
Okay. I'll just make sure I got that before I add something else to it.
Flip the Script. Now he ought to be taking all this down. He's supposed to be so grown.
Right. Okay, Flip the Script. Here, you take it. I like her. I love her.
Flip the Script is 313 557 4848.
4848.
Put the title on there. Flip the Script. Just put program.
I'm gonna give you the address. The address is 2777 East Grand Boulevard.
2777.
You know where the boulevard located?
Is that between Mecker and Warren?
It's between, actually, Closest would probably be Claremont and Warren.
Oh, it's kind of what borderline.
It's the new center area, just the beginning of the new center area.
I got it. I used to work right there in the new center area. I know exactly what it's at.
It's between Woodward and the I-75 Chrysler Freeway.
Yep, like Clayton and streets like that.
Yep, right there near Clay. Euclid.
Got it.
Right up in there. Told you I grew up in that neighborhood.
I like you.
Young man, when you get up finished with me today, you gonna call Flip the Script.
Yes, ma'am.
You gonna tell them Judge Deborah Thomas sent me and give them your name. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You got a tether on, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the hours on your tether?
They haven't gave me any hours.
So you under house arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna change that today to say to and from Flip the Script.
Please.
To and from Flip the Script. Now I'm gonna finish this agreement. You understand that when you come back for sentencing, the court's gonna set other terms, costs, fines, and fees. And the prosecutor has agreed to dismiss count 2 pending against you. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So young man, you understand all the terms of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And with that understanding, you're prepared to enter a plea of guilty at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Young man, you're entitled to a trial in this matter by judge or by jury. And by pleading guilty, there will be no trial of any kind. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and you're giving up that right. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Young man, if you had a trial, you could testify if you wanted to. If you did not wish to testify, you could remain silent, and your silence cannot be held against you. And you're giving up all 3 of those rights. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Young man, there's no automatic right of appeal. If you change your mind and at some later date, you want this case reviewed by a higher court, you have to get leave or permission of the court in order to have it reviewed. Reviewable issues are limited to all matters and proceedings up to and including sentencing only. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Young man, anybody threaten you to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anybody promise you anything other than what I said today to make you give up your rights and enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Young man, are you acting of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you a citizen of the United States of America?
Yes, ma'am.
Young man, I have your name printed on the bottom of this plea agreement form. It says signed with permission. Did you give your attorney permission to sign your name to this form, understanding its terms and agreeing to comply with them?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Casey, did you wish to voir dire?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Johnson, this is Assistant Prosecutor John Casey speaking. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you either can't hear me or if the question doesn't make sense to you, will you let me know, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Johnson, I want to direct your attention back to June the 16th, this year, 2023, about 2 o'clock or so in the afternoon. On that date, at about that time, were you at a house on Tacoma Street in the city of Detroit, Wayne County?
Yes, sir.
And did the police come in that address to execute a search warrant there?
Yes, sir.
And did you have a quantity of crack cocaine, rock cocaine?
Yes, sir.
And was it your intent to share or sell all or some of that with other people?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't have a license or a prescription or anything to use or possess crack cocaine, correct?
No, sir.
The people are satisfied.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will enter a plea of guilty, 1 count, attempt. Delivery, manufacturing, controlled substance less than 50 grams, same being cocaine. You got to take down some more phone numbers. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow morning, you have to call the probation department.
Yes,
that phone number is 313
313
224
224.
2600.
Okay, I got
Call
it.
them tomorrow morning. They're going to give you an appointment so they can do an interview to prepare a pre-sentence report and have it when you return for sentencing. You call Flip the Script today. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Your order to allow you to go to Flip the Script will be in effect tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
I got Flip the Script on a 1-number speed dial. You understand me?
Yeah.
And I will drive by and drop in.
Okay.
And do roll call.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
answer when I call your name.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your address? Where you staying at now?
7166 Milton.
Emma, are you hearing him at all?
I'm right here.
What's your address?
7166 Milton.
You ain't gonna talk for him.
Oh, you
7166 Milton.
I love her.
What's your phone number?
I don't have a phone at the moment.
Well, you gonna need some way of being contacted because the probation department gonna have to call you back to set up an interview. How you gonna solve that problem?
They've been calling my phone.
313 248 906 9240.
And whose number is that?
My sister.
And she gonna give you the message?
Yes.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Right, brother.
Emma, when's he coming back for sentencing?
He's coming back on September 4th, Your Honor.
Your Honor, is there any possible way, wait, September 4th is Labor Day, Your Honor.
Yes, that's the wrong date. I am so sorry. September 11th.
September 11th.
Does that work for you, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, I was present earlier today on another matter that we put up on the 28th. Any way we could move that matter to the 11th as well?
Probably not. We schedule different things at different times for different reasons.
All right, and we can't bring this in on the 28th of August, can we?
Probably not. We schedule different things at different times for different reasons.
Okay, I have one question before we all go.
What's that?
Is he still on tether, like he still have to stay in the house?
No, he can go to and from Flip the Script.
The script. Okay.
The name of the program is called Flip the Script.
Okay, what
They
hours?
from like 9 to 4:30. They're gonna give him time enough to get on a bus and get there and get on a bus and come home.
Okay, I
Flip
love
the
it.
Script, find him a job. If the hours change, then he can contact me, show me what the hours of the job are, and then I'll change his hours.
Okay, got it.
What about the job that I got?
Tell her, you talk to her, I can't
Yeah,
talk
I have
to
a
you.
job at the moment.
I beg your pardon?
I said I have a job at the moment.
Good, you carry proof of that over the, how you got a job at the moment, you're on house arrest?
I work in A&D construction.
He tried to get the job. You need
I
to
work at
be
A&D
more
construction.
specific with this lady, baby.
I work at A&D construction. I'm trying to tell her that I work
But
at A&D
you told her you got the job after you was on tether, so now that you're
got-
meeting with her, you have to give her the information and stuff like that.
Argue with her again.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to be straightforward the way
Now,
you.
if you on house arrest, how you doing construction?
I haven't been at work because I've been on house arrest.
Well, good. Now you go over to Flip the Script because they teaching construction over there. Last time I was there, they were stripping roofs and putting on new ones. They got asbestos removal. They got carpentry. They got certification with a piece of paper. You can take to any company you want to put in for another job. I see you at Flip the Script.
Yes, ma'am.
Have I made myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't you come back on this thing. Got some back conversation for your mama or your daddy.
Yeah.
Let me see you do some back conversation to one of these guys I got down here at the jail.
Yes, ma'am.
I like her. She definitely from the hood.
Call the probation department tomorrow. Call Flip the Script today.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a good one. You got my number. If you need it, use it.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate everything.
And give the number to his daddy.
Thank you,
sure will.
Honor.
Have a good day.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Perez,
Ready.
case number
Now,
23.
Williams has been on here all morning long. I don't know what he here for, but he sure got here at 9 o'clock. I don't know if he tired of being here by now or not. I don't know what else he had planned today, but he's been here since 9 o'clock.
Yes, Mr. Slough is his attorney.
Okay.
House counsel is his attorney. Okay, case number 23-1798. The people of the state of Michigan versus Lisa Perez. She's here today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. John, KCP number 56162 on behalf of people.
And good morning, Your Honor. For the record, James Schlop on behalf of Ms. Perez. Ms. Kalilia Davis is the attorney of record, but I understand she's ill, and I'm going to stand in with the consent of Ms. Perez. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. State your name for the record, miss.
Lisa Perez. Ma'am.
Counsel, did you have an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with your client?
I did, Your Honor.
Any corrections, deletions?
There's a bit of a controversy regarding the jail credit. They're crediting her 4 days. My client believes that she's done 30 days.
Big discrepancy.
It is.
Well, what 30 days did she think she was there?
She has a,
I have a badge, ma'am, and I have a badge. I was incarcerated from March 1st to March 30th, 2023, and I have the badge and I have the paperwork with my mother. who's in the
Okay,
back.
well, here, show that, all of that to the deputy, so the deputy can look at it, see if it looks like anything he's ever seen before, and then we'll move on.
other than that, Your Honor, there are no corrections to be made. She does report to me that during the pendency of this case that she has been addressing her problems by going to substance abuse and attending AA.
What substance abuse program is she in?
I do guidance center. I do 2.5 hours of therapy. And then I do AA meetings and once a month, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. I do that also, once a month. And
Now, the program that you are attending, I'm looking for the name of it. I did see it in the pre-sentence report.
Guidance Center in Southgate.
Okay, the guidance center. What's the guidance center located in Southgate?
Southgate Guidance Center.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to order that you continue to treat at that program. Did you inform them of the other substances that were located in that vehicle?
Do they know that you have both the drug and alcohol products?
Yes.
All right, because all they talk about is they're treating you for alcohol. But I want to know, are they going to be treating you for other substance abuse?
Well, yeah, I tell them about how I drop, because they actually tell me, okay, on Friday, you're gonna come in here and have the urine, you have a drop. I do that, every morning to drop, so I do discuss
All right,
that.
continue treatment until with the Guidance Center Substance Abuse Program in Southgate until medically discharged. When you get a letter that says you don't have to come back, that's when you quit going. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Question, I have a blow in a thing clean 5 times a day. And that's, I heard it's $15 a week. I've been doing that for 133 days.
Was that part of her bond, counsel?
I would think so.
All right, tell her to calm down. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Looking for credit dates.
All right, Mr. Casey, did people wish to be heard?
Your Honor, I've had a chance to review the pre-sentence investigation report. There's no additions, corrections, or deletions on behalf of people. Thank you.
All right, miss, anything else you want me to know before sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Did the deputy verify whether or not she's got that 30 days?
He's on the phone now, Judge.
All right, well, it's gonna be important. Wanna, cause she's required to do first 30 days. So you wanna do something else, come back to her? Till we can verify whether or not she's done that 30 days.
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear you.
Let me see, bring your armband around here for a second.
I said the agreement requires 30 days. So
Sure.
I can't sentence her till I know how many days she's already done. And that being the case, maybe I should get some other people out of here till we figure that out. Since I still
have
need at least 3 more attorneys.
We have it, Judge.
What do you have?
According to the jail, she was booked in on March 2nd and released on March 30th.
March 2, 23 to March 3, 30th, 23.
28 days.
So how many days is that?
I believe that's 28.
28. She got 1 day out, I guess in the precinct. So that's 29.
Very close.
I know, the statute requires 30. I don't know what to tell you. She go in tonight, come out tomorrow. She might go in tonight and they let her out tomorrow. I mean, let her out tonight.
Yeah.
She would receive credit for 5 days.
I know, but I can't give her that. That's out of my purview. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I got enough trouble doing this job, but I'll try and do somebody else's.
The officer said he'll explain it to her when he give her her paperwork.
Okay, that's fine. I can do that. All right, give her credit for the 29 days.
Just listen to that judge.
Listen to it.
It's a 2-year term of probation. First 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, must continue no controlled substance, no alcohol. Alcohol tether at the discretion of the probation officer. Your analysis on demand. The statute requires 60 days of community service with any nonprofit organization. Mental health evaluation, assessment, comply with any and all recommended treatment. She got a $68 state cost, $130 crime victim, $30 a month supervision, $1,000 in court costs, $400 in attorney's fees. Miss, how long have you been on that alcohol device?
133 days.
180 days?
133 days, Judge.
Okay, does she know how much the cost is today, each day?
I was never told no, but I would rumor it's $15 a week. I heard.
$15 a week?
Yes, ma'am. No, 15 a week. I heard, but I'm not for sure. I tried to call up there and nobody answered the phone there. Ma'am.
Well, the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to waive the attorney's fees, because you're gonna have to pay for that device. So that I'll give you that. So by waiving the attorney's fees, I took $400 off your bill, but you're gonna have to pay for that device. I got no control over that.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
And then I will take an additional 100 hours of community service in lieu of the $1,000 court cost, but you could always pay the money. I like money.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we dismissing any counts? Was that it?
I believe so, Your Honor. One moment, please.
I think sentence agreement.
Count 3.
Did you, okay, you made a motion to dismiss count, whether it's gotta be a first one, what happened to the other one? Did that get dismissed that exam? We can't have 3 counts and she only played the one and we dismissed one.
Oh,
Again, Your Honor, this was Miss Davis's case. I'm just
I
stepping in.
understand, somebody, the prosecutor, somebody ought to tell me what's going
One
on.
moment, please.
Mr. Casey knows a lot.
I forget stuff though. Count 1, looks like we're dismissing count 3. That's the open in tax. Looks like there was a count 2 and a count 4. I don't know if those might have got dismissed at exam.
Sounds good.
No.
Oh, there was an alternate count of operating while intoxicated, third offense. I don't know that. I don't think got bound over. Let me check one more thing. Yes, there was a count 2 and a count 4 that didn't get bound over. Count the open in tax should be count 2. I apologize for that. We'd move to dismiss count 2 and correct the plea form to reflect that it was count 2 that was dismissed, not count 3.
So ordered.
Thank you.
All right, miss. You want this matter reviewed by a higher court. You want this court to appoint you an attorney to assist you with any rights you may have therewith. Make your request for an attorney in writing. It must be returned to this court within 42 days of today's date. The deputy and the clerk will give you some paperwork so you can take it around the corner and get your probation established. That concludes this matter.
And it's not today, tomorrow.
Judge,
Yes.
did you give her a fine?
No, I didn't. I think I'm required to do that by law too, aren't I?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it, $500?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Miss, the law requires that I impose also a fine of $500. You can set up a payment plan. Talk to your probation officer when you get assigned.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
The day is getting long.
Have a seat, ma'am. All right, our next case.
Let's do Williams. He's been sitting here all day. He the only one left that got here at 9 o'clock. The rest of them showed up later.
Case number 197847. The people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Williams. He's here today for a show cause. Appearances, please.
Ms. Pace,
Yes,
Robert Williams.
Agent Pace on behalf of the probation department.
James Schloff on behalf of Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams, state your name for the record.
Robert Williams.
Ms. Pace, what can you tell us?
Yes, Your Honor, one moment. So the show cause was issued due to the defendant failing to complete anger management, failing to make payments or complete community service, and failing to do substance abuse treatment.
Mr. Williams?
Oh man, I thought I was done with that the anger management thing from Pam's place. It took me a while to do all the 13 classes, but I thought I was finished.
Okay, well, did you bring them something from Pam's place showing them you got a certificate saying you finished the anger management class? I can't hear a thing you saying.
The last day that I went, they told me it was like the last class, and that's what they said they was gonna send something to my probation office or something. Wojciechowski said he never received nothing either.
So then you went back over to Pam's place and said, I need a copy.
Right. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can explain it to me.
And my money?
I've been struggling with these jobs. I paid what I could
What did you pay?
could. The last time I paid, it was a while ago. I don't even remember the date, honestly, man.
Ms. Tays?
Your Honor, he has a balance of $13.78, and there are about $230 of late fees associated with that.
So he paid a little bit of something.
Yes.
It's been this background check because of this whole case thing with my domestic violence thing. It's been a struggle trying to find a job. I've been doing
What else
temp
you got on
services
your
and
record?
stuff like that.
What
I don't
else?
have no record.
What was the ultimate charge that he's placed on probation for?
Police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, and domestic violence.
And I just took a plea for that. I didn't do none of that stuff.
Whatever, it's a little late for that now.
I mean, I understand, right? It's what it is, what it is.
How old are you?
35.
Well, you need to get over the flip script too then if you can't get a job.
I'm not in Michigan or in Detroit anymore. I've been relocated to Monroe. I got a 2-year-old. That's what I'm saying. This whole thing, I done had a whole lot going on with my 2-year-old, and I was the sole provider for him. So that's why I couldn't work a lot, because I had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Then his mother wasn't around. It was just a whole lot going on.
Where are you at now?
I'm in Monroe because I was staying in Hazel Park, Michigan.
Where are you staying now?
In Monroe, Michigan.
Monroe.
I
Yes.
heard the third time. It's a 19 case, Miss Davis. Miss Pace.
Yes, Your Honor.
You pick up any new cases?
No, the lien is clear.
I'm sorry.
Remove the late fees.
Okay.
Close him out, send collection to the state.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you off probation, but the state gonna collect their money that you didn't pay. And if you'd have brought the paperwork to show that you had finished the anger management, I could have did more for you. But I don't have it.
I'm not even able to get to the city, like, to even try to collect it no time. So,
all right, well, you're off probation, the state of garnish or take your tax return, whatever. Stay out of trouble.
thank you, man.
Thank you.
What's next, Em?
Are we able to do Emmanuel James? He's probation too.
We're ready.
Mr. James, are you there?
Wait a minute.
I was just trying to see if.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my bad.
The appointment paper.
Keep it ear to the meeting.
One moment, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Go back there and tell me to do your copy. And give me the other one. Thank you.
I thought he kept saying he was on Monroe.
Okay.
Monroe.
Okay. Emmanuel James. Case number 22-6898. The people of the state of Michigan versus Emmanuel James, scheduled today for a violation hearing. Appearances, please.
Agent Pace on behalf of the probation department.
Morning, Judge. Neighborhood Defender Service by Gleno, PA 3424, appearing on behalf of Mr. James, who's present. Mr. James, please state your name.
Emmanuel James.
Ms. Pace, what can you tell me?
Yes, Your Honor. So I was successful in contacting Mr. Bradshaw at Flip the Script. He states that the defendant did complete his initial intake back in mid-May, and he's been there a couple times since then. So he's not been attending regularly.
What's he on probation for?
Carrying a concealed weapon.
5-year maximum.
Yes.
Has he done anything he was supposed to do?
No indication, Your Honor.
Mr. O, you want to give it your best shot?
Judge, we were at court last time and I really unfortunately don't have an update or an explanation to this court. I spoke with Mr. James about the court's orders, and Mr. James is here and present to answer any questions from the court.
Well, Mr. James, why haven't you been to Flip?
No, I be going, I go, and then like I do the morning, and then a lot of times I don't make it to afternoon, so I just do morning, and then after we go on a break at 12 and come back at 1, I just don't go back because I'm still part-time. Like I don't got a full-time job no more, but I just get called in when they need me.
So of course you bring that up and you explain that to the folks to Flip.
No, like Flip, they said they can contact my agent to get like all my stuff. So like I be going, they said we supposed to be done on August 10th.
You
but
know,
they
you
said,
back it up. You go in the morning when they break for lunch, then you just split on out the door and don't come back. That's what you said.
I be getting caught. No, not every time. I'm saying when I get called in to go to work.
So you go to the folks that Flip the Script. I got this job. I got this
Yeah. Sorry, Your Honor. They know this. Like we talk. Like we be talking. We talked about it. And the same thing with my GED because I have my credits already. So they said I don't need to do the program. There's some way I can just get my diploma or something. Because I got like they had me sign up for this school, but it said I had, I don't know, an account or something already. Like I've been having a lot of problems at Flip. Like they didn't get in touch with my PR or anything yet either.
You got a direct line to Bradshaw, Ms. Case?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you text that to me?
Okay. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
In the meantime, Mr. James, you just sit right there. I'm gonna do this sentence and then I'm gonna get back to you. Put your device on mute. Emma, let's do this sentence.
Yes, ma'am. Terrell Parker. Case number 23-0842. The people of the state of Michigan versus Terrell Parker, scheduled today for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. John KCP number 56162 on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kathy Henry appearing on behalf of Mr. Parker P41314, who's present on Zoom and consents.
Mr. Parker, state your name for the record.
Terrell Parker.
Don't you have an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report with your client?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. The content of that pre-sentence report is factually correct. It is a recommendation. It was a sentence agreement in this matter. We'd ask the court to follow the recommendation in the sentence agreement.
Did I tell your client to go over the Flip?
I don't recall.
It says he's got a job somewhere, Amazon.
I work at a different company now, Your Honor.
And where are you working now?
I work at a axle plant in Warren, Michigan called Dana.
And how long have you been there?
This is my 3rd week, ma'am.
And what shift are you working?
I work night shift. I work from 10 p.m. to 6:30 in the morning. I can get a copy of my check stubs over to your court if you would like me to.
You'll have to take it to the probation department.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
And this event was supposed to have occurred in 2019, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You haven't picked up any cases since 2019.
No, ma'am.
People wish to be heard.
No, Your Honor, there's no additions, corrections, or deletions on behalf of people.
Now, this height of probation that you got out of the 16th Circuit, that case closed out, or you just cleaning that up too?
The case is closed out. I just am finishing up my probation for that. I'm supposed to be off of it by the end of this month. She's just waiting for me to take the impulse control class that the judge ordered me to take. That costs like $125. So that's the last thing that I have to do on that list, and then I'll be all set with that probation. I'll be free and clear.
You know it's important to keep your height.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Anything else you want me to know before sentencing?
No, ma'am. I just completely turned over a different leaf. I'm not the same person I was 4 or 5 years ago. I know it really doesn't matter at this point, but I'm not
It
really.
definitely does matter.
Well,
I one thing you got going for you is you didn't pick up any new cases since you had this one.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. It matters to me. It matters to me. I didn't know if it mattered to the courts, but it matters to me. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it matters to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Which means it's gonna matter to you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm gonna put you on probation for 2 years. No controlled substance, urinalysis on demand, inpatient, outpatient treatment at the discretion of the probation officer. Maintain employment. You got a $68 state cost, $130 crime victim fee, $30 a month supervision fee, $1,000 in court costs, $400 in attorney's fees. The court will take 150 hours of community service with any nonprofit organization in lieu of court costs and attorney's fees. So you can do the community service, or you can pay me that $1,400. I like money. I will take your money.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
You got a pencil and paper?
Yes, ma'am. I got a pen and a piece of paper right here.
That'll work. You got 3 days jail credit. And this is under HIDA, in case I didn't say it. This is under HIDA, Emma. So this conviction will be suppressed. You do not have to report it. When filling out job applications and what have you, this is suppressed. So finish up with, do what you're supposed to do, and it'll remain suppressed.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to call the probation department tomorrow so they can set up your probation, 313-224.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
313-224.
24.
2600. Call that number tomorrow so they can set up your probation.
Yes, ma'am. A Wayne County probation officer has came out here. A couple of them came to see me. I don't know if it's the same lady or what.
You won't know till you call them tomorrow, and they send you to an office near you and assign you to somebody in the office near you.
Okay, so if I don't live in Wayne County, you presume that they will send me to a different probation officer that's out here, or would they run it concurrent with the probation that I was already on out here with 16th District?
They're gonna take all your information. They're gonna contact the people that's in the county where you live in and send you to an office near you.
Okay, yes, ma'am, understood.
But in order to get a whole started, get it processed, you gotta call 313-224-2600 tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we're not dismissing anything. What's your phone number? Emma, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
586 345-3965.
Coming to answer that call.
And your address.
7156 Orleans, Orleans Avenue West at Sterling Heights, Michigan, 48314.
All right, call the probation department tomorrow so they can get your probation set up.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Stay
Thank
out
you.
of trouble.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. Have a blessed day.
You as well.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
What's left?
I got Emmanuel James, and then what's his name didn't show up. Hold up. Hello?
Emma,
I can't talk to nobody. I got an appointment I have to go to. And when I come back, I'll take care of you, okay?
okay, I was just asking about somebody on the docket.
Okay, right ahead, go right ahead.
Are we doing Brewster today?
What, do you know what we're supposed to do with Brewster?
So he got sentenced on a new case. So, you know, I don't know. He's at he's at a treatment facility, but we don't know where.
Hold on.
Okay.
Lawrence Brewster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a residential mental health program.
Do you know where?
No.
Okay.
Hold it. Let me see if I can find out real quick.
Okay, because I had the supervising agent ask me, and I'm like,
Let me see. Okay, give me one.
Okay, sounds good.
Either way, when he tells you where it's
I got a
at,
quick question.
I'm gonna put
Hey,
it
when
over,
these
so
guys go to this
his
residential
agent
MH
can contact the
program,
facility.
do you know where they,
to
do you know
figure
the
it
name
out.
of the program they got sent
We'll
to?
put it over. Okay.
Would it say in their notes which one he went to?
I'm gonna look again right now. Because this is
For another person, it says Lawrence Brewster, he's at some residential treatment, and we're just trying to, Brewster. We're just trying to figure out which one he's at. Trzynski, shut your hole.
I'll put him over to 824.
Okay, I think I know where he is.
I'm still putting it over to 824.
No. No, I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, I got you.
57.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
She thinks she know where it's at. So we just waiting on Emmanuel James, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Emma.
I can't do nothing. I got to go soon as she finish this. What is it, please?
I'm just gonna tell you I'm sending you an email.
Okay, I saw you send me an
thank you very
email,
much.
but I can't do nothing with
All
the
right,
emails. The best thing for you guys to do
Appreciate
is
it.
when I have 10 minutes of free time to do the stuff, because once y'all send the emails, I get 100 emails right behind it. So I don't have time to, unless I do it right then. I don't have time. I know.
I'm still ready to do Mr. James when y'all are.
I'm done.
Okay, but you send me the email, but if you want to follow up, tomorrow morning at about 10 minutes to 9, that'll be the best time to get me for orders.
Miss Pace?
Okay.
Pace?
Yes, yes,
Christian Guidance Center.
got it. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna tell the agent about the new date and that he's at the Christian Guidance Center, and hopefully we can get him on for that day.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Recall.
Mr. James, you want to turn your camera on?
You want me to recall it, Judge?
Oh, yes. You go right ahead.
Recalling case number 22-6898, the people of the state of Michigan versus Emmanuel James, scheduled for a violation hearing. Appearances, please.
Agent Pace, on behalf of the probation department.
Morning, Judge Glenna with NDFPA 3424, appearing on behalf of Mr. James.
Sorry, Emma.
Not again, Emma.
Recalling case number 22-6898, the people of the state of Michigan versus Emmanuel James, scheduled for a violation hearing. Appearances, please.
Agent Pace, on behalf of the probation department.
Good morning, Judge Glenna with NDSPA 3424, appearing on behalf of Mr. James. Mr. James, please state your name.
Emmanuel James.
Emmanuel James, I've been dealing with flip the script, what, 15, 20 years? And that's why when you tell me what you tell me, I know when you're lying,
I
No, yeah, well, that's okay. Cause I called over there and I talked to him personally. And nothing you told me sound like anything I ever heard going on in flip script. Lo and behold, you've been there maybe twice. You haven't been over there enough to even try to see if you qualify for the GED because you got whatever hours you say you got.
Yes, I did. I got proof that
I tell you what.
all the proof of me signing up for all of that. It's all on email. I got all
I'm
of
gonna
that.
tell you this. Emma, we working next Friday? Miss Emma?
Yes, ma'am. Next Friday?
Yeah. Mr. James?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't be at Flip the Script every day between tomorrow morning and getting on Zoom from Flip the Script next Friday. I'm gonna put a warrant out for your arrest. And when you get in there every day, you take you a piece of paper and you have the date on it and you get Mr. Bradshaw to sign it. So you can prove that you was there every day, all day. You hear me?
Yes,
now, if you don't have any intentions of going starting tomorrow morning, every day, all day, between now and Friday, when you zoom in from Flip the Script, you can say so now, and I just have the deputies come get you today. We don't have to go through the middle step. Now you want them to come get you today? You want them to come get you next Friday? You're gonna be at Flip every day, all day between now and next Friday? You tell me.
I'm gonna be at Flip every day. I go to Flip every day, but
But you better get them to sign a piece of paper with the date on it, like a receipt for every day, all day. Since you telling me you've been there, they telling me you're not. You have a receipt. And since you're the one that needs the receipt, you take the paper in there and you get them to sign and say every day, all day. And when I see you on Zoom next Friday, you Zoom me from Flip the Script. I know what it looks like on Zoom. That's how many times I've been up in there.
Me too.
Emma, what's the date for next Friday?
The 21st, Your Honor, of July.
July 21 at 9 o'clock from Flip the Script. Do you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
I would suggest that you disconnect from Zoom while I still allow you to remain on the street today. Mr. O? Counsel?
Judge, I will follow up with Mr. James. I will also follow up with his mom and his grandmother.
I'm not gonna keep going through this. You know, I can just give him some time, pull his hider and call it a day.
I understand,
Roll
Judge.
for this.
I understand. And we appreciate the court's leniency and mercy.
You better thank the folks that flipped the script, because that's not what I intended to do before I called over there. They're the ones that begged for mercy on his behalf. My patience is limited. So you explain it to everybody need to hear. He can do time, I can pull his hide and he can go on about his life and I'll go on about mine. Have a good day.
Understood, Judge. We'll see you on the 21st.
Miss M, is that a docket?
No.
No, what happened to what's his name that's always late, came in here yesterday trying to do something? Tyrone Bicker.
Yeah, Judge, I'm sorry. I do believe that he was trying to adjourn this. That's what I wanted to explain to you. Because he came to, and I may have missed it because I was busy, you know, but I do believe he needed to adjourn this case today.
I do believe when he showed up yesterday, I knew there was gonna be a problem today because he's never on time, so let alone early. But he was gonna email Mr. Casey yesterday.
Let me see.
Because he wanted to talk to him right then, right now, while we were in the middle of the record.
Let me see. Nope. Last email from Mr. Bickert was April 7th of 2023.
I don't have patience for Mr. Bickert.
Which case is his anyway?
It's Atkins.
Julius Atkins.
231100 disposition conference.
We getting a date to come back on that one? Because I don't see Mr. Atkins here either.
Emma.
Yes, ma'am.
You can put a return date on there, but we got mental health court on Thursday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I think his supervisor represents on that, doesn't he?
Proceda, Mr. Proceda?
Yep. All right. You got a phone number for me, Mr. Proceda?
If I do.
One moment. Oh. 313-474-3204.
Thank you. What date you bringing it back?
Eesh. Wow. The 24th. Really, this. Wait just a minute, Judge. The 18th, July 18th.
Thank you.
July 18th, okay.
All right, I think that does it. You folks over there in the probation department? Y'all don't want to talk to me today.
I have nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm just, figure I owed it to you to let you know that. I really do like y'all.
I'm gonna get while the getting's good. I'll see you
Yeah, me
tomorrow.
too. Me too.
Have a good day, everyone.